This is a Hot Pie Media original.
You know, there's a horse on the box. There's a horse. It's exhausting. Stupid is exhausting. And it's not funny. We got a dead guy and it's not funny. First up, Robert David Steele, had bragged that he was the first person. This is what Bob said. The first person to declare the COVID pandemic a hoax. I don't know how to prove that, but Bob says I get credit for it's a hoax. Okay, you do know where this is going, don't you? You know. In a blog post on August 17, he says, I will not take the vaccination, though I did test positive for whatever they're calling COVID today. But the bottom line is that my lungs are not functioning. You know where this is going, don't you? He goes on to blog on August 17th. This has been a near-death experience, very much like a new death experience the whole country is going through right now. We've all been lied to about everything, was the final comment in his blog on August 17. Bob Steele, the great Bob Steele, was, past tense, in the midst of the Arise USA tour across the country to, quote, awaken the nation in truth, promoting his anti-vaccine message and his conspiracy theories. Bob's dead. Just letting you know. He didn't make it. That was his final post because he died. He was posting that from a hospital bed. You know what? One of his friend Mark Tassi, a fellow conspiracy theorist, posted, Robert has died and the whole thing is suspicious. So you know what's happening now. The guy who's out there claiming to have proven and uncovered that COVID was a hoax, the guy who was on tour of promoting that it's a hoax and the vaccines are a trick, his friends saying now, and you know where this is going, they killed him. He didn't have COVID. They killed him. They wanted to shut him up. Robert has died, and the whole thing is very suspicious. It's posted. Tassi alleged without evidence that Steele's illness may have been linked to the attention his speaking tour had received. They went on to speculate in a 14-minute video that Steele was a victim of an attack. Okay? Stupid. Next up, your medicine with a horse on it. It has a horse on it. I don't know. Maybe you thought I want some cool soap. Some vitamins. Got a horse on it. I don't know. Or could be it's got a horse on it because it's for the horses. Stupid. Hey, stupid. Forget those ads, those public service ads on the war on drugs. We need a public service ad. Hey, stupid. Got to talk to you, stupid. It's a problem. Oh, man. Here we go. Day number 10 of ivermectin. I don't know what it is. It has a horse on the box, you idiot. Ivermectin has been available for human use for 3 decades, but not until recently did its name become well known to many Americans. The anti-parasite drug has been incorrectly deemed by some to be a potential treatment for COVID-19. The drug has flown off shelves, spurring the Food and Drug Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to issue warnings about its use. Many have been purchasing dosages of the drug meant for animals. You know, because the box has a picture of a horse on it. Stupid. I mean, we may be a fat country. We don't weigh as much as the horses. Do you look at the back and say, okay, 2,000 pounds will be 10 milligrams. I wonder how much 1,500 pounds. What's the minimum weight of the horse? 600? Hey, stupid. Stop. Here we go. Maybe this guy can tell you to stop. It won't matter. Stupid is out of control. We can't rein it in, man. Sorry for the horse analogy, but we can't rein in your stupid. There's no stopping it. Here comes Dr. Timothy Geary, Geary, one of the world's foremost experts on ivermectin, who's done research on ivermectin. I don't know how he got that job, but he's got the job. He is the research chair in parasite biotechnology at McGill University in Montreal. The doctor is saying, hey, stupid, it's not a good idea. Oh, by the way, stupid, it's not going to work, and there's no evidence it works, stupid. I wonder if when you're checking out, does anyone, when you're like scanning, does someone say, there's a horse on that? That's for horses. Does the other box have a cow? I don't know. That's for horses, right? Maybe get some Flintstones gummies instead, because that is a horse on it. Just letting you, I know. Just shut up. How about this? Some of the doctors' prescriptions for the drug have increased 24-fold. Here's Dr. Jim Morris. I'm sure he's a nutcase too. Dr. Jim Morris is a professor of pathogens innovation at the Pathogens Innovation Center at Clemson University. This doctor, backing up the doctor who studies ivermectin, the stuff with the horse on the package, he says, quote, there is no proven benefit whatsoever. Hey, look, here's the package with the horse on it. It's a good-looking horse. It's an attractive animal, but there's a horse on your package. There it is. Get some milk, popcorn, chopsteak, and some medicine with a horse on it. Keep out of reach of children, stupid. Hey, stupid, there's a horse on there. Oh, stupid, the doctor says it doesn't work anyway. How much does anybody buy this stuff? How much does it cost? Is it a suppository? Sorry. Many Americans are facing problems with ivermectin because they are not using the versions of the drug prescribed by doctors. Many are finding their own over-the-counter solutions, most notably going to local feed stores. You'll drive to the feed store, but you won't go to CVS. Is that right? Buying medicine for horses, cows, and sheep. I don't see the boxes with sheep on them, but hey, stupid, there's sheep on your box. You're at a feed store, stupid. Taking doses too large can cause a person to have nausea, body pains, diarrhea, limb swelling, and other serious side effects, as if limb swelling is not enough. Hey, stupid, you know what's not okay? Limb swelling. When they're checking you out, do they say, deet, deet? You know that thing you're buying with the sheep on it? It causes limb swelling. Just letting you know. Because it says it on the back of the box with a sheep on it, next to the ones that have a cow on it. The dosages that are often contained are for animals that weigh 1,000 pounds or more. Stupid. You may be fat. You're not that fat, stupid. That's when you might, I guess, if you're taking medication for an animal that's 1,000 pounds, I guess, you might get some limb swelling, some diarrhea, body pains, nausea, and other side effects. Yeah. I don't know. If you took Tylenol meant for a 2,000-pound animal, there could be a problem or two, stupid. In more serious cases, a person could overdose and suffer severe. Oh, you mean you might die? Stupid. What the hell? I mean, how much more evidence of stupid do we need? Even the experts, I know that it doesn't matter to stupid people, but even the experts are saying, I study this stuff and I don't think you ought to do that. And they said it doesn't work. So I don't even know where this started. Where did it start? They're saying it doesn't work. I mean, even if you wanted to take medicine as if you weighed 2,500 pounds, okay, and you live in a field, let's just say you you were confused. They're telling you it doesn't work. Stupid. And then to connect the dots here and show you what a monumental problem stupid is. It's one thing to have a stupid people problem. That's what leads to people, buying stuff with horses and cows on it and taking it. Okay, that's dumb. But then what's worse, I think, than the stupid people is somebody preying upon stupid people. And I feel real guilt here because for a long time I advocated a lot of things that Rand Paul stood for. He's taking advantage of stupid people. This is not okay. What he's doing is not okay. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to conclude, maybe to make myself feel a little better for supporting him, but I'm going to have to conclude he's only acting this stupid. This is what's awful. We've got a lot of stupid people taking medicine for 2,500-pound animals who have limb swelling. We have a dude that's on a ventilator that said, I uncovered the hoax. They're murdering me. I mean, we've got just a real serious medical problem now with stupid. But then someone like Rand Paul comes along and he is making this worse, a lot worse. And I think he's doing it because I don't think he believes this because he's not that stupid. I think what's awful about this day and time is that we have a lot of stupid people and then we have politicians who have to play that stupid to get their vote. That's what I think he's doing. I think he's acting as if he's as stupid as the knuckleheads buying medicine with a cow on it. White box with a nice picture, very nice looking cow and a horse. Okay, here's why I say that, because I think this is a more sinister problem. He's not this stupid. The people voting for him are this stupid. So he's speaking at a function. He is speaking at a function in Cold Spring, Kentucky. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to assume, I'm sorry to offend you, but I'm going to assume things aren't great like they are in most places in Kentucky. You know, the Kentucky per capita, has more government subsidized citizens than I believe any other state in the country per capita. They're living on the government nickel and then complaining about the government. So here comes Rand Paul, who's only out to win the stupid vote. That's all he's doing. He's preying upon stupid people who are down and out. Stupid people who will buy stuff with horses on it. He's in Cold Spring, Kentucky, speaking to a group. You know what he told them? He says that ivermectin, the stuff that I just mentioned, the people who study it say it doesn't do anything for you and it makes your limbs swell, stupid. He now says the reason why it's not being used and promoted is, quote, the hatred for Donald Trump. The deranged hate for Trump these people have, they're unwilling to objectively study ivermectin. Can you believe he would say that? Now, they're dumb enough to fall for that. They're dumb enough already. So he went in there and knowingly acted as dumb as they are, even though you could sit there and click on any news story. I did it, found two experts who said, not only is it kind of stupid for you to do this, it's dangerous, but it doesn't work. Then he turned right around and said the hatred for Trump deranged these people so much that they're unwilling to objectively study ivermectin. Why is ivermectin better than Moderna? I'm yet to figure that one out. There are people that get a lot of side effects from the COVID vaccine. I didn't have any limb swelling. Did you? Did you have limb swelling? I didn't. That sounds like a real nightmare to me. But I didn't buy a box with a horse on it. He's telling them that the only reason why it's not out there more available for you, although I suspect you can go to any feed store you want and buy medicine for a 2,000-pound animal, stupid. The lawmaker was asked by a woman. See, this is a problem. He was asked by a woman in his Cold Spring audience why ivermectin wasn't more widely available. Can you believe this poor woman? Adding she had some for herself just in case. His answer. You know how irresponsible this is? What's so awful about saying, ma'am, I don't want to give you advice on this, except to say, I think you should check with a physician. I think you ought to read more about this. And by the way, I don't think you ought to take that, because I read today there's some limb swelling and it's for 2,000-pound animals, and there's a cow on the box that you bought. So I don't know that I would do that, or refer her somewhere else. Instead, that's when he says, I can tell you that they're not, whoever they are not studying ivermectin. Yes, we are, you dumbass. The doctors just studied it and said it has limb swelling and it doesn't work. But you lied to that lady, that dumb lady right there, surrounded by other dumb people, and you lied to them. You made something up because you want their vote. So there's a lot of stupid people in this mix. There's a lot of innocent and stupid people in this mix. He's not innocent. One guy died because he's stupid. He's dead. She's going to be next. But he is a jackass for standing up. I don't know how that translates into winning a vote. What would be so awful about saying, listen, let me talk to you about taxes. I can talk to you about taxes. I can talk to you about Afghanistan. I can talk to you about, more of your government subsidies, since most people in the state are subsidized by the taxpayers. I can talk to you about those things, but I don't think I need to talk to you today, 60 people in Cold Spring, Kentucky. I don't think I should be talking to you about horse medicine. What would have happened? Would she not vote for him then? Would she have not voted for him? What would have stopped him from saying, yeah, let me just say this about that before we start talking about taxes, because I'm a politician. I'm here to talk to you about taxes, and it has nothing to do with Donald Trump. I think you need to Google research on ivermectin. If you don't, I don't want to be up here giving advice on these products. I'm here to talk about taxes. Instead, he gave her that idiotic, dangerous, sinister BS, talking to a crowd of morons. Some of them are going to die, and some of them are going to make someone else sick. So it's not funny anymore that we have a stupid people problem. It's not funny. It's not okay. But what's even worse is somehow preying upon these stupid people in something so ridiculous as the box with a horse on it for Rand Paul, who at one time Rand Paul, what I want to believe, for my own self-preservation here, I'm going to say I want to believe he's not that stupid, and he didn't used to act like this. But since we've in a country of stupid, he lowered himself, I want to believe, to deceive that lady and 59 other morons that came out to hear his speech. John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done beet heat, so we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right, so this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I teed you up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That is good. That's good.
Yeah. Good. It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. So it's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com. I like to make fun of TV reporters. Not this one. I mean, yesterday we had, the hurricane hits, and so you have those obligatory TV shots of, the wind blowing somebody off of the dock or sucking you out to sea. And Al Roker, who went nuts on people for whatever reason. Al Roker, of course, who's on the Today Show with Jane Pauley and Gene Shalit and Tom Brokaw. But he was out in the surf, and then people are ripping him on Twitter saying, listen, old man, you don't need to be out there. And there's all sorts of silly things that we can point out about weather people hanging out in hurricanes. This guy, if you haven't seen this, start to finish, first of all, the start is terrifying. I got to give this guy props. First of all, I'm not going to give props to whoever's hanging around. I don't know how it is you let this nutcase pull over this nut job, get out of his pickup truck, and start running. And it takes the fat guy a while to get there. But didn't anybody think, hey, there's a fat guy running at us, and it's a little bit scary. I may have to go ahead and get him a forearm to the forehead because he's running at us at the fastest he's ever run. It is scary and weird. But I'll say this. This reporter, this guy handles it like a pro. I think it might have been time to go ahead and drop the mic, and you may need to punch the fat guy in the face. So it is, I assume this is live. I think it's MSNBC, but maybe NBC. So they are doing the obligatory, let's get the man on the street report on the hurricane. The reporter is I believe he's in Mississippi. And then the anchor, the host, throws it to him. Now, a couple things here. First of all, there's the reaction, the cool reaction by the reporter. It's pretty remarkable. I think most of us would have dropped the mic and either one, time to fight, or two, run like crazy. Because there's a lunatic, a redneck lunatic, running at you at a high rate of speed. Now, there is no way the fat guy is going to be able to run much longer. So I think I'm either going to hit him in the face or I'm out. He does neither. This guy is as calm as possible. The second part of this is, do you want a knuckleheaded, redneck, terrifying moment? Do you want to see it? Because I don't know if anyone is debating what exactly this guy was about, but I think we know what he was about. To be fair, I don't know if you can understand him, but I think it is a safe assumption that the fat guy who jumps out of his pickup truck and screams, get it right, I think we know what he's about and how he might, sorry to do it, I don't care if it hurts your feelings, but I think he's gone MAGA hat on this reporter.
That's about it.
All right, now Wilco. Stay safe, my friend. Be safe out there. We'll check in with you soon.
There's Al.
Let's get to Shaquille Brewster, and I believe Shaq's in Mississippi. Shaq, what part of Mississippi are you in, and what are you seeing?
Gulfport. We're in Gulfport, Mississippi, Craig, and I'll tell you the biggest sign, the biggest indicator that I saw this morning about the force of the storm last night is that the mail delivery has returned. We saw postal workers going out delivering mail this morning. Just a couple of minutes ago, people were walking their dogs. They're back on the beach right now, and that's the sense that you're getting, that the rain has stopped, the wind is still going there. I think we even have a random person going around. I'm going to turn this way because, we deal with some people every once in a while. But, one thing that we are noticing is that the mayor said the curfew is still in effect. The curfew is going to be going on for at least until a period of time in which they can go ahead and go and survey all the damage. They did get some reports of some down power lines, of some trees that have fallen, or at least limbs that have fallen. So they're going to go ahead and do that survey to make sure that they're okay. Craig, I'm going to toss it back to you because we have a person who needs a little help right now.
Hey. We're going to check in with Shaq Brewster just to make sure all is well. There's a lot of crazy out there, And Bill Cairns, thank you as well. Again, we'll make sure Shaq's okay.
Shaq.
And we'll update you here in just a few moments.
You gotta punch him.
Right now, though, Congressman Troy Carter.
Shaq is a remarkably calm person. Because the fat guy is yelling at the cameraman. You can only pick up bits and pieces. Shaq starts moving. He keeps up the report. You got to say this. That guy does not lose his cool. And then the lunatic runs and gets right in his face, screaming whatever it is that leads knuckleheads to hate reporters. And then Shaq puts his hand up to cover his face. Shaq should have punched said redneck right in the kidneys. He needed to go down. Because I don't know. You have no idea. I mean, fortunately, he was just carrying his hat or whatever, screaming. But that had to be, I think most of us would assume that guy's coming to kill me. It was, if you haven't seen it, he ends up getting in the guy's face. And that's when they throw it back up to the studio. Then the guy tweets out, this Shaq guy, when this video started going viral. I don't know if the guy's committed a crime. He's just a nut job. But he tweeted out, I'm okay. Everybody was worried. I mean, it looked like it was going to end badly. I'm just amazed that the guy, the reporter, just didn't lay him out. I mean, at that point, it's pretty much time to defend yourself. Run or defend yourself. If you run, the fat guy's not going to last much longer. He's dead on the beach in 60 seconds. But give it to Shaq for being, man, you talk about a pro's pro. Shaq and the cameraman were rolling with it. Never once losing his cool.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.